understand people.
They're the worst.
Awesome intro.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Let me turn your names on. How you guys doing tonight? Today, wherever you're from, this beautiful world. Welcome to another I Like Your Style. This one is a Seinfeld theme. Thanks to Chadeo here, and hopefully we found something. We all had probably some. I don't know. We may have had some trouble finding a beer for this, but I'll let them say that. Yeah, welcome panel. Cheers to Bumpy Road Brews, East Coast LK Reviews,
Cheers.
Chadeo, and Alex the Beer Master. Cheers, man. Thanks for being here, guys. Cheers to the chat as well. We have Darth Trollius drinking Natty Daddy, and Commerce Ozzy saying cheers. Cheers to you, man. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start this off with Bumpy. Okay.
Ready to drink Bumpy.
All right. Well, I'm going to explain my beer a little bit. It took me a long time walking around in the beer store, pondering. I finally started just looking up episode after episode of Seinfeld. And I would find a few episodes that I could kind of remember for a bit, walk around, try to find a beer. I was in there for a very long time. I had to apologize to the lady that was working the back counter. I was just like, look, I was trying to find Seinfeld-related beer, okay? Now, this beer actually is more related to Larry Bird, but the episode that I finally found a beer that kind of matched up was called The Shoes. So this is a collaboration between Mass Landing, they're out of Maine, and Vitamin C out of Massachusetts. And this is a triple dry hopped double IPA. So a triple double Larry Bird. Okay. 8.2% ABV.
Nice.
It has Citra hops, Matuka, and Cashmere. And it is only like a couple of weeks old, actually. And it's batch 3. So batch 3, that's kind of funny too, because in the episode The Shoes, basically what it is Jerry and George, they're trying to write like a script of a play or something, and they don't include Elaine. They don't include Elaine because they can't figure out what the female would say. They just said it was too busy. There was already a butler in the room, and Kramer and everybody else was already in the room. So they said, Jerry's talking to Elaine at the diner, and he's like, yeah. She's like, there's one thing wrong with this script. I'm not in it. He goes, and he kind of explained, oh, it's too busy. I didn't know. And I don't know what you would have even said as a female. And some lady comes up and says, oh, I love your shoes. And that's kind of what flares this kind of thing. And then
all right.
So. But let's give it a pour.
Ooh, that looks hazy. Well, at least at first it did.
There we go. It's got a fairly tight-knit, bubbled head, frothy-esque, and white. It looks a little bit more creamy, like a cream white, than a vibrant, like eggshell white. On my end, I know, like with lighting and everything, and where light hits and stuff like that, it's kind of portrays differently on camera, but that's pretty spot on for what the beer actually looks like as far as the body color. It is this hazy, murky kind of egg yolk yellow.
Nice. Looks good. Cheers. All right, man.
Cheers, Bumpy.
You did better than I did. All right. Tanner, here you go.
All right. So what I did was I haven't really seen many episodes, but I watched like funny moments on YouTube. And the one that stood out to me was these pretzels are making me thirsty. So what better to wash down some pretzels than a German Pilsner? So it's kind of what I went towards. This is Bitburger Premium Pils, brewed in Bitburg, Germany, it says. What's the ABV on this? 4.8% alcohol by volume. Brewed in Germany according to the German purity law by Bitburger Brau Group GmbH. It does it says best before, see bottom. 2022 511 is the canned, and then 2023 511 is the best buy. So it's pretty cool that they put both. Yeah, let's crack this open. I actually looked up Bitburger because there are a lot of German Pilsners that I reviewed on my channel. And I do believe this is one that I have not had yet. So I'm actually pretty excited to try it. I got my Stein here. Pour it up. It's actually my Treehouse Stein. I got this Stein when I was at Treehouse. See, it says Treehouse Brewing. Oktoberfest. Yeah, pours a nice, super clear golden color, very effervescent, super frothy, white, sudsy, kind of rocky, foamy head on top. And yeah, it looks pretty dang good to me. It looks actually really good in this glass. So we'll see what Bitburger, this German Pilsner is all about. So cheers.
Nice. Cheers. All right. Okay, who's next?
Cheers for me too.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers. Hello, Beer Man. Hello,
Hello.
Bumpy. Hello, Tanner. Hello, Alex.
What's up? Appreciate you.
Hello, Jerry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, from
I was trying to find that, Chief. I couldn't find it.
got on divorce from Burley Oak Brewing Company, Berlin, Maryland. Double India Pale Ale, 8.5% ABV. Canned on Smudge 2020. I think that's a 10. But yeah, I saw this. I was like, oh yeah, I've had this for a while. So I've been kind of nudging Beer Man like Seinfeld. I got a perfect beer. So hello, chat. So let's crack open. Hello, Jerry. Hopefully it doesn't bust through my, bust out like, Kramer bust through the door. Oh, that's good. All right.
I guess Jerry was a mailman because it shows him as a uniform mailman.
No, Newman was the mailman.
Yeah, Newman.
And they were enemies. They were not friends. Oh. All right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's about right. That is trying to think of the yellow shade of that. Egg yolky kind of. Tangerine. Yeah. Hazy as hell.
Looks like an IPA.
1 inch head. Kind of thick, kind of frothy. Cheers.
Cheers, Chadeo.
All right. We'll get Mr. Jersey Boy up.
Well,
there he is.
I got O'Fallon's pretzel beer.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Yeah. That's what we're having.
Nice.
I wonder if it's going to be delicious. I mean, look at that. That looks nice artwork. I'll tell you, nice artwork on that.
I drink it.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what it looks like, shall we? Let's pour this sucker up. No smoke, though. I don't know. But that doesn't mean it's bad. No. Just... That's what it looks like. It looks like a copper reddish color. So, 2-finger head. I'll give you the taste and smell next time around. Appreciate you.
All right. Nice, dude.
I gotta be quick,
Oh, poke me. Poke me.
Yes, legendary beer man's turn.
All right. So, I got one. I don't know what episode it was, but I saw Elaine with a beer and it was a Budweiser.
Ah.
So, I brought Budweiser.
Oh no, don't be Budweiser. Ah!
I freaking love it. That's so good.
Cheap bastard deal.
I haven't had one of these since 3 years. Actually.
They are refreshing. They refresh the palate. When we get into craft.
Tanner's glass there. Well, it's nice and clean and golden. Let's not do it over the keyboard, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's nice and clean looking. Real clean. Nice, brilliant clarity. Really
nice
good.
Bubbles.
Nice golden, nice effervescence, nice head. This is a perfect beer. Perfect lager. Cheers.
And
That's
beer
what I
made
got.
nice carbonation because I can see the carbonation
Cheers.
going up into the bubbles.
Smells like apples.
Beer man,
All
beer man.
right.
It actually you can see the carbonation too.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can see the carbonation.
Well, that's what you look for anyway, legendary beer man.
All right, let's get back to Bumpy and start the show. All right.
All right. Yeah. So what I was mentioning, I forgot to. I kind of went on this other path of the story and totally didn't mention why, when it says batch 3, why 3 was significant. At the end of the episode, The Shoes, Elaine ends up writing herself into the script, and she mentions it. She comes in on page 3. So,
Perfect.
just adding a little bit more to why this beer matches, even though it's a Larry Bird beer. All right, some aromas. It starts off. It's kind of fruits that you'd find in a fruit bowl, in a basket on your table. Maybe it's got that kind of orangey, like tangerine-esque, pineapple-y type aromas. Maybe a touch of mango, but then also going back in, I started to notice the Tanner's going to love this beer. It's probably, yeah, gummy. It's got the gummy candy thing going for it. Like if you open up like a bag of gummy beers and you just stick your nose in there and you just smell and you get all that sweet fruit, that's kind of what this is giving off. There is a little bit of a malt presence in there too that may be part of the sweetness, but there's a sweet fruitness to the tangerine, the pineapple, the mango like nose. All right. Cheers. Oh, for being triple dry hop though, and only a couple weeks old, I would expect a lot more coming out of this. I had to get down in there to get those aromas. So, boo on the bombasticness of the beer. But cheers.
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 It's kind of a weak, pathetic mouthfeel. It's it has that thing where it's just kind of it's super liquid. It goes down like water. Yeah. It's so I'm trying to feel the body. I'm trying to get like, is it soft? Is it whatever? But it just kind of just it's like water. It just kind of is there and just runs off your palate and leaves you with not much. So as far as a body, I mean, I would say it's probably a medium body. Carbonation is lower side medium. It is drying to the palate. It does dry the palate off. It does take a little bit for that dryness to kind of kick in. But the mouthfeel itself is not the best for this beer. All right, let's try to get some flavors out of it for you. Yeah, right up front, it's I'm gonna say it's pineapple. A touch of passion fruit, I believe, is in there too. A little bit of that tangerine-esque. There's a bit of a citrus, but it's like a sweet citrus. Yeah, I'd say pineapple kind of towards the finish. That's kind of what going into the bitterness. The bitterness is kind of on the lower side of moderate with this one. As far as any real malt presence, I pick up a little bit of like a wheat, a touch, just a touch of grain. There's not much else going. It just kind of says, hey, there's a bit of sweetness from the malt presence in the beginning. And the finish on it kind of sticks to that kind of pineapple, kind of like a green pineapple. And then that's kind of where the grainy and the slight weedy notes and still kind of a lingering sweetness from the malt kind of carries through right to the finish. Yeah. It's got a little bit of it like a blender effect of different fruit. Like I said, the aromas are more like a fruit bowl. It kind of does that a little bit, but the malt's mixing in a little bit more with it, and it's less sweet on the palate than what the nose would perceive. I don't get the gumminess of the palate. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start putting out a score for this as everybody else talks about their beers.
Cool. All right, man. Cheers, Bumpy. All right, Tanner.
Cheers, Bumpy. All right. Looks pretty good. Nice head on top. Nose. It's got that German yeast, like biscuity breadiness. Literally like liquid bread. There's a little bit of like fruity lemon, floral grassiness, but for the most part, it's got a good amount of like sweet maltiness. Not too floral and grassy. I'd say more on the malty side with this one. But yeah, it smells super clean. There's no metallic notes. There's nothing offensive on the aroma. It's got some good, I would say it does have a good aroma for just like a Pilsner in general. Of course, without the adjuncts, you don't have any of that corn sweetness or anything else. But yeah, overall, it smells pretty dang crisp. Smells like it's going to be a good German Pilsner. So let's dive into it. Cheers.
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 Cheers, and please be delicious.
Right up front, I'm noticing there's like a little bit of like a peppery like spice, like a little bit of like an earthy hop, a little bit of like a spice to it. Sometimes you get with the German Pilsners. It's got like a little bit of like a little bit more of like a filling, creamy kind of body to it. There's actually a lot of flavor. It doesn't taste watery or thin, but it's still crushable. There's a little bit of like a tartness on the back end as well. Definitely adds to the drinkability of the beer. A little bit of bitterness on the back end. That one actually, yeah, it's a little bitter. Definitely on the floral side. It's not like super bitter like you would get from like an IPA, but this is a little bit of like a bitter bite, a little bit of an astringency. Not really sweet. I think the aroma's a little deceiving on this one. I think the palate is a little bit more on the floral grassy side. It's not super malty. It's not super sweet. It's definitely liquid bread. Straight up liquid bread on the flavor. A little bit of lemon there. Carbonation's about medium. Like I said, it's kind of got like a little bit of that like creaminess to the body, but it's still on the lighter side for sure. Definitely not like a medium bodied beer. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's pouring outside. It was a crappy day today.
Here too.
Overall, definitely a very good, crisp drinking beer. Yeah, I like it. I'm enjoying it. There's nothing offensive, like on the aroma, on the palate. Nothing offensive at all. Super crushable. What's the ABV again? 4.9, 4.8, 4.8. Yeah, I pick it up. Really really affordable for a German Pilsner as well. I think it was $8 for a 4-pack, 16.9 ounce cans. Not bad at all. $8. I mean, you're pretty much paying $8 a 6-pack of what Beerman has, the Budweisers nowadays. So yeah, I think $8 for a 4-pack of these is top notch. So yeah, next time around I'll have a rating and cheers, guys.
Oh, and
Cheers,
Tanner,
sir.
there's one note about the show. You kind of have an oval on your shirt, so that's even a perfect fitting too. Oval on your sweatshirt.
I have no idea what that means.
No, you're
You're allowed to go.
no, Tanner. Check your on your
Thanks,
sweatshirt.
Tanner.
Tanner, on your sweatshirt, you have an oval.
Cheers.
A sweatshirt, you have an oval on your.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you hear me, Tanner. But
I hear you. I gotcha.
All right, sorry, I had to take care of
There's
something.
Chadeo.
I had to take care of something real quick. You guys were talking, so that was perfect. So back to hello, Jerry. No, it looks good. Already went through that. Almost an orange juice in color. Check it smells. Getting some pininess up top from the hops. Cheers, Cheryl.
cheers, Cheryl.
Some tropical fruits in there. You know, your standard orange, mango. Yeah, it smells good. Cheers. Let's get into her.
Cheers, muted. Cheers.
Cheers, Chadeo.
Please be delicious.
I thought you said I was muted.
I am muted.
No, he was muted. Let's go beer, man.
It's almost like Bumpy's beer. It's kind of a thin mouthfeel. You get some of that hotness in there. A little bit tropical, but it's pretty thin on the mouthfeel. I was expecting to get like a little bite on the tongue from the hops, but no bite. But getting into it more, the tropical notes are coming out pretty well, along with the hops. Some decent lacing on there too. I like that.
Actually, looks delicious. Actually, Chadeo looks like a New England IPA. I was about to say earlier.
Mm-hmm.
At least it looks like it anyway.
That's pretty well balanced. A little bit more hop than tropicalness in it. So I don't know, like Easty, Westy, that would be, but it's pretty tasty. It looks like a Westy for sure, but getting more of New England, get more of a West Coast hoppiness from it. It's an interesting beer.
The way I see it, Chadeo, every time I look at a West Coast beer, I'm thinking I'm going to see, reddish copper. But then you go open up these beers, and they look like a New England IPA. It makes me wonder, do they even know what a West Coast is? Unless it's a new West Coast.
I don't know. Depends on the brewery. But, yeah, it's a pretty all right beer.
Just saying.
I'll definitely give it a score the next time around.
Nice.
Cheers.
Thanks, Chadeo. All right. We have.
Oh, Chadeo, you're bad. Bad boy.
Bad boy, you. Alex, the beer master.
Thank you for letting me join Legendary Beerman, everybody.
You're welcome.
I enjoy these shows. I really enjoy hanging out. I got this beer here. Never tried it yet. I don't think I've ever even had O'Fallon's beers. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But I'll tell you this much: the artwork looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So looks real. Makes me want to eat the paper. We can't eat that because I want. Seriously, I love my pretzels. Especially the Ann pretzels. This looks very, very, very copper color, kind of like. No carbonation. If there is just a little bit, that's calmed down. Still a nice frothy head, obviously, because I topped it off. Very looks like a creamy white frothy head. Let's see what it smells like. Wow, it does smell. It does smell a little salty. Smells like a pretzel, and it smells like that grain sweetness too. And on the other hand, it does smell like a regular pilsner or whatever this beer is. So it has that pretzel brown smell, salty smell. Man, that smells good. All right, let's see. Let's dive this in and see what it tastes like and see if it matches up with the smell. Shall we? Cheers.
We shall.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Did Alex
Chug. Just
label?
kidding. Cheers.
Did Alex say he wanted to eat his label?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the pretzel looks so good.
It does look good.
Yes, the pretzel looks good. So I would never do that, but it makes you want to. Very rare. I've said actually that's the first time I ever said that.
Alex, what are you drinking again? Miscellaneous wants to know.
Oh, sure, legendary Andrew. It is O'Fallon's pretzel beer.
That does look delicious. I want to eat the paper too.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean, look at
naughty
that.
beer. It says naughty on it.
Look at that. Look at all that salt, man. Freaking looks delicious. All right. The pretzel, you could taste a little bit of the pretzel. There's a little bit of saltiness to it. This is very, very tasty. I thought I wasn't going to like it. But it's not too salty, but it does tell you that it's a pretzel beer. The mouthfeel, a little bit of creaminess, or at least a good mouthfeel flavor. It dries out the mouth a little bit, but it doesn't dry it out like, some beers. And even though I enjoy those beers, what I'm thinking of. But very, very good. And it also has a nice little a little bit of sweetness in the back end too. So I'm very pleased with this beer. If I can get a 4-pack of this, I would drink this with you guys. This stuff is delicious, and also review it on my channel. That's why I had to put on my community tab saying I take a look at this beer. I'm about to drink it on Beer Man Show because this is the last beer they had at Canals. So legendary BJ is not really fond of O'Fallon's, but is what it is. Every you can't like every beer.
No.
Same with me. I try to like every beer, and I mostly do, but I'm starting to learn that even though I've been doing beer reviews for 3 years, I'm starting to learn, hey, you can't like every beer, but every beer, in my opinion, does sound delicious and taste good. But
Has BJ tried to eat the paper?
well, that would be funny.
That
That would be funny. That would be funny. So this would be a good beer to drink on a with a pretzel too. Maybe one day we'll do that. Get this kind of beer, unless you guys can't get it. I have to see if it even exists after this. I don't even know because it was the last beer, so I'll have to play Columbo on that one. But this beer's good, and if you can get O'Fallon's pretzel beer, please do. Very tasty, at least in my opinion, anyway. And let me know what you think of it on your channels.
Nice. All right. Cheers, Alex. Alex the Beer Master, the legendary Alex the Beer Master.
And thank you for the support,
Thank you, buddy.
everybody. Cheers.
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 All right, onto this Budweiser.
Please be delicious, Mr. Beer Man.
Budweiser. Okay, let's get into the nose.
Maybe I should get a Budweiser review on my channel. Actually,
It's actually a very awesome looking beer. I mean, it's got this. I've heard this is very hard to mimic, or to make exact. So they had a show out where they were trying to judges or something were making the beer or something, and I don't know what it was.
well,
Competition.
unless you're working for Budweiser, you're not going to be able to make that beer. At least
But it's
in my
really hard. It's hard to make, I hear.
Yeah.
So it's definitely got like a kind of a bready, biscuity malt or something. It's got like a honeyed malt or something. It's kind of sweet smelling. It's got that. It reminds me of when you would smell like you go to the back of a bar and they have all their cans that they put away, like all the empties, and you can smell that like kind of a gross, like that old kind of beer smell. It's not an old beer though. You know what I mean? Like that, like they've been sitting a while and you can smell I don't know what I'm saying. No, but it's got a maltiness, a honey kind of. I'm almost getting like a lemon. I get kind of a lemon. I get a slight like even nah, I wouldn't go there. It's kind of hard to tell because I haven't had it. I haven't had these. I don't drink.
Hey,
this.
beer man, you just tell it how it is, my friend. Don't be afraid to speak. I hear what you're trying to say. I appreciate you.
Well, it's made with rice. I don't get there's not like a ricey thing or anything, but it definitely has like a biscuity or not a biscuit, just like a malted, like a barley, like thing to it. It's not funky. It's everything very clean smelling, clean clarity. Like the clarity is like brilliant as all hell. It's still bubbling up, still doing its thing, still keeping its carbonation right. Nice head retention, nice little ring there, sticking around on the sides. Yeah, let's drink this. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, and please be delicious.
Cheerios.
I could get generalized with this and say it tastes like other lagers I've had. Like whether it be Keystone or it doesn't taste like Coors or something like. I think Coors has a totally different flavor than this. It does have it's kind of rich though. It's got a nice honey richness. Honey, like I don't know why I'm saying honey. It just has this sweet malty kind of backbone. It's actually very easy to drink. The carbonation is medium. It shows more here, but it's really going on nice. And it's actually it's not smooth. Well, smooth. It's actually very smooth. It's very clean tasting. It's got that nice, clean, clear kind of feel to it when you drink it. I do get kind of a lemony kind of thing. I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm getting lemon, maybe from the hops they use. I don't know. I get a little apple. There's a slight I want to say maybe a green apple or something, or maybe a red apple. The finish is very drinkable. The finish is got it's wet going down all the way. It's colder. This would be much better. This got really warm really quick because I had my heater on. But God, I like this. I could actually buy this and drink it. I need to try more lagers. So yeah, I'm impressed. I liked it when I was drinking it with my father 3 years ago. I had actually a big one like that. It was in his fridge. We were in the hotel and we were drinking it. And I was like, Dad, this is not bad. What the fuck was I not drinking this ever for? But I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that's basically where I'm going with this.
Hey, legendary beer man, I'm curious. Did your dad ever drink the barrel aged versions of the Budweiser? Because we all had it, but I don't know if he's ever had it.
He probably has. He was always drinking these lagers and stuff. I'm
talking about that little stubby bottle. This little stubby.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
Yeah, but diacetyl. Nah, I don't get a buttery thing or anything.
Butter? I don't remember having butter.
Not diacetyl's Is that buttered popcorn? Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's right. I don't get that. But yeah, not bad. Hey, I like Mickey's, man. That's good stuff, Ozzy. All right, so that's all I'm gonna do here. Probably embarrass myself because I can't fucking describe Budweiser, but it's good. So cheers.
Cheers, man.
Let's get back. I do get apple for sure. Let's get back to Bumpy.
Bumpy. Say hi to your wife and my kids for me. Just kidding.
Big ass can, Jesus.
Oh, he's mapping it out real quick.
Yeah, the Budweiser, they use rice instead of the corn, so it definitely has a distinct flavor. It's kind of like
Sweet.
a lot of the Japanese beers.
Yeah.
They use their rice lagers as well, you know.
Bumpy, you're muted.
You're muted, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So all that stuff I was saying, I was trying to look at like what Beechwood gives off as far as flavors because they age it on Beechwood Budweiser.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
So I was trying to look up to see if it gives off honey notes and stuff like that, but they only talk about smoking Beechwood. So they're talking about like smoking fish and stuff. It gives off a delicate, nutty flavor. So
maybe the rice adds sweetness.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Who knows what they're using for malt? They could have a touch of honey malt in there too. Gives off a little honey sweetness.
I taste rice when I drink Budweiser.
They definitely use Pilsen malt.
Pilsen malt, yeah. Yes. And that's more of a biscuity honey kind of thing, isn't it? Doesn't that have like a honey biscuit? It's all you, man. You're on the table.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, overall, I'm not a fan of Masked Landing. I haven't really had many beers. They're to me, they're kind of like that. You know, like if you're gonna get like a Sam Adams type of brew. I know that a lot of people love the Gunner's Daughter. I just haven't found many beers. Like the Gunner's Daughter to me is way too sweet. Not my type of beer. And most of the other beers are IPAs and stuff, are just kind of subpar. And this one kind of goes along with that, even though it was a collaboration with Vitamin C. Interesting aromas. I like the aromas on it. I liked that I was getting out that gummy note. It kind of smelled sweet. There's just something disappointing about the body feel and the flavors that do come through, and just almost how it's almost like if you drink like a regular soda and then you have a diet soda, you just kind of have that missing element. That's kind of how this beer left me. There's just stuff's missing from the palate, from the flavors. So overall, I'm going to give this beer a 37.5 out of 50, which is going to land it as a good beer. So this is probably something I would find, I would expect to find like a grocery store shelf. The mass-produced, like they might be craft, they might be giants, but they might be craft and whatnot, but they're just mass producing subpar, to like major hitters in the game as far as the beers that people are really searching out. This is just kind of one of those shelf turds that's just like, here you go if you want something other than if you want something that's comparable to I don't know, I think Sierra Nevada is even better than this. I can't really even say that. But like Sam Adams, kind of the ones where people are like, it's all right. It's lacking some flavor, but it's good enough. It's crafty, but it's crafty old school, and it's like they're getting away from the craft and just making it into a macro brew. Whatever the hell the biggest breweries are. Macro. So yeah, that's kind of where I stand with this beer.
Cool.
It's all right. Try it if you want to, but it's nothing special.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Larry Bird.
The
bird is the word.
Bird with a Y.
Yeah.
Yes, I think.
That's
cool.
an eye.
All right. Well, Bumpy, thank you
I
very
do
much.
like that they got the gardens floorboards
Oh, that's
down.
wood floor. Okay,
Yeah.
I was trying to see what that was. All right, that's a cool label. I like that. Thank you, Bumpy. Appreciate you, man. Cheers. On
Cheers.
to Tanner. It's Tanner's time.
All right. Trying to think of what to compare this to. I mean, the Munchner lager is pretty similar to German beer, but it's a Munich lager. This is just a straight German Pilsner. I honestly couldn't tell you the difference. And I'm a little disappointed. You guys, what's the difference between like a Munich lager? Well, it's Munich, Germany, right? This is Bitburg, Germany.
Region.
So what's the difference between a Pilsner and a lager?
Same thing. It's using the yeast is a lager yeast, so it's
Yeah.
lager's a lager, but
Yeah.
it's all based on what you put in it to make it.
The pilsners are I think they're more on the drier, crisp side.
Okay.
I think they're usually less hoppy. I think if you're looking at a German lager is usually pretty hoppy.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was kind of thinking like comparing this to like the Paulaner, but that's the Munchner lager or Munchner Hell, so Munich
Munchen.
Hellas. But overall, the beer is really good. For a number, I'd give it like a 93. Sipping on it and getting towards the end of the beer, I will say the one thing that I would critique about it is I would like a little bit more carbonation out of the beer. It seems like the carbonation, there isn't really enough carbonation because I've been kind of drinking it kind of quick. But once you get towards the bottom, you kind of feel yourself like, oh, I kind of need to burp. So I feel like just a little bit more carbonation would make this a little bit more crushable. But overall, flavor-wise, definitely top notch. Like I said, it had a little bit of that like peppery, earthy spice on the back end. Definitely crisp and refreshing. Nothing offensive. No like metallic notes or anything like that. Totally affordable. $8 a 4-pack of 16.9 ounce cans. I definitely think 93 out of 100 is definitely a fair score in my opinion. But yeah, I like it. I got 3 other cans. I bought a 4-pack, and I'm probably gonna finish them off tonight. So, cheers.
Nice, legendary Tanner.
Cheers, Tanner.
JJ.
Thanks, man. All right. Now we got Chadeo.
Legendary Chadeo.
Here's feeling good all the time.
Oh,
It's a line from Seinfeld. It's not great. It's not bad. Definitely not in the A range. It's an all right. To me, it's just kind of an average, a double India Pale Ale. Or is it double? Yeah, it's double. Boy, it's the first thing I had to drink today. I'm feeling it. But I'm going to give it an 85 out of 100. I feel like it's just missing something. I don't know what it's missing, but there is something in it missing. It's good if you see it. I guess it's worth a try. I mean, it's like $7.99 a can. It's kind of spendy for a double IPA, but it's worth a try. And if you collect labels like I do, I mean, it's worth collecting a label. Also, I forgot this is in collaboration with The Answer out of Richmond, Virginia. So I didn't see that until a couple minutes ago. I was like, oh, yeah, it's a collaboration. So 85 out of 100. It's tasty. It's good. Not the best, not the worst. Would I get it again? Probably not. It was worth trying once. Cheers.
nice. Cheers.
Nice.
It had a great label. It was perfect.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like, I only bought it because I saw that. I'm like, I know Beer Man hasn't done Seinfeld yet, so I'm gonna have to put some pressure on him.
All right.
Dude,
Well, thanks, Chadeo. Cheers, man. All right. Now we got the legendary Beer Man, or not Beer Man, Esther. At least the Beer Master.
I also have a suggestion for next week too, and everybody else can agree or not agree. I can hear you guys' thoughts too, but let's get into this first.
I Google searched that, by the way,
Appreciate you.
because I was wrong initially.
This beer,
Thank you, Bumpy.
it's good. I'm gonna give it $1.90. Very tasty beer. If you don't like pretzels or salt or anything like that, this would not be a good beer for you. But if you like a lot of pretzels and you like a lot of salt, well, not a lot of salt because really salt's not good for you. But if you like those kind of things, please do try out the beer. And hey, get a little daring and try the beer with the pretzel. Make it even better. Probably make it more saltier, but that's okay because it's already salt anyway. Yeah, that stuff's good. I thought it was gonna be nasty, but that great flavor. I think it's because I like pretzels. If I didn't like pretzels, this beer would be like.
Do you have an Auntie Anne's, New Jersey?
Yes, I do.
You do have Auntie Anne's?
You're talking about Aunt Anne's?
Probably, yeah. Auntie Anne's, yeah.
Yeah, if you're talking about Aunt Anne's, I do have that. Why? Do you want to do that on a Food Friday?
The pretzel place?
Yeah, is that what you're talking about, right? Aunt Anne's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good.
We could do that on a Food Friday. I don't think I did an Aunt Anne's on Food Friday. I don't think.
That'd be a little tough.
What do you mean?
Just, I think the only place that has them over here is like in the mall.
Well, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
But you can also get them in the stores.
Yeah,
you can get they taste good. They taste really delicious.
Oh, they're phenomenal. Oh, they're top notch. Probably the best pretzels around here.
I mean, they're nice and buttery.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started.
And don't get me wrong,
They're really good.
Not even just the regular pretzels. You got the cinnamon ones. They're
cinnamon sugar ones are really good. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like heaven.
Damn.
Like heaven.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it off air or do something later on that, Tanner. Maybe if no one else can get Aunt Anne's, maybe me and you could just do it. But I'm trying to get everybody to do it if we do a Food Friday. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Yeah, because that stuff's good. Maybe I can find an Aunt Anne's beer. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, that's it for me. That stuff's delicious. And I guess next time around I'll do a shout out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, I might. I'm not going to open it up, but I am going to probably take out my first beer for the Advent calendar and put it in the fridge. I'm going to show you guys. Show one of the beers today, so I can get that in the fridge for tomorrow. So that will be set up. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm going to shut up now. Next time around, I'll show you all that.
All righty. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, brother.
Okay. Yeah, so I had a little time to think about this. It is getting a little bit of a banana ester, I think. There's a slight pinch of banana coming through with that apple. And I don't know if it was honey that I was getting. It was just, I think it might have been the sweetness from the rice mixed with the barley, this, that. It definitely has that old school kind of lager thing, when I was 10 years old, it was all that I saw my neighbors drinking. And we used to do the kids, we would all steal their dad's beer and do card games and pound beers down. And it was the first time I ever got like kind of buzzed when I was like 10 years old. But
10 years old, you got buzzed.
But it was Budweiser. Budweiser was like the first beer I ever had. So cheers. Hello, Newman.
All kids did that.
Cheers, Sunfish. No, but it just reminds me of that. And of course, the moment I had with my father, that was cool because God rest his soul, he's gone now. But it's just it's actually something that I think people need to be a little more cool with. It's not a bad beer. It's scoring so low on Beer Advocate and Untapped, and I think it's because people don't appreciate the fact that it's actually a well-made lager. It's well made, and it shows, and it actually tastes like what it should taste like, and I kind of respect it a little more. So since I've tried it today and in the past. So it's kind of cool to revisit this beer. I don't know that I would buy it every time, but I might pick up a sixer or something to have as a side beer because it's a little cheaper. It's actually not as cheap as like Chandler was saying, but it is kind of pretty spendy for what it is. But I would actually give this. I would go with like an 88 out of 100. I think it's definitely high B. I could even go a little higher, but being that it is kind of like that's the fucking lager, dude. That's the one everyone drinks. You know, that's it. It's one of them, and it does deserve probably an A in that aspect, but I'm gonna go high B, and not because I hate it or anything. It's just it's not bad. So cool. That's what I have. Let's get to our. You guys had some interesting beers tonight, so let's get to our shout out panel and do our thing. Let me get Bumpy over here and switch you all around. Yep.
Hey, Beer Man, we might do a test on not here, but just got a new feature on YouTube, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll go. Bumpy's not here.
Oh, really?
Wednesday today.
Today's Wednesday, brother. Love
Yeah,
you.
9 p.m. tonight. Bumpy's back. Bumpy, you want to do your shout outs for me?
Oh, you're here, too.
Go for it.
I'll be back.
What?
Shout outs. Yeah. I'm putting out videos 3 times a week for 50-point inspections. I had somebody that watched one of my videos that called me out and said, "You're crazy. You scored this at a 3.5. It's usually a 4.25 on Untapped." And I had to admit, yes, I actually have had that beer a few times afterwards. I actually have the label in my fridge. So I don't know what I was going through at that time, but at that time I felt like it deserved a lower score. But anyways, I said to the subscriber, or not the subscriber, I don't think they subscribed to me. They just want to call me crazy. I said, "You're right. I scored it way too low. Thank you for your input." So,
Yeah. Thank you.
if at any point I put out a 50-point inspection, you don't agree with the score, just let me know that I'm a complete loser and don't know how to score beers based off my own preference. So yeah, I got those. They come out 3 times a week. I got a live show 8 p.m. Eastern time. It is called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. I'd like to shout out like to shout out babies. Let's shout out. Who do I normally not shout out? Do. Hey, go check out Life is Brutiful. Anthony.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he's hung out with any of us, but he does have a great show, a great YouTube channel. He's been around for a long time. He started off as a beer reviewer. That's kind of how I started following his channel years and years ago. He's been around for quite a while. He's almost OG. He got to start a little bit later than a lot of the original beer tubers, but he had a little stint in home brewing and stuff. But he does something that's really cool that I think is a lot of people are into is history. I think a lot of people are really into history, whether you believe it or not. I think a lot of people do look up history on stuff, and he does a lot of beer history, which is even cooler, because where do new styles stem from? Even new styles become history at some point. You look back. I mean, you've got the New England IPAs that are out there, and it's like, oh yeah, the New England IPA, which everybody thought was going to go away after a few years, and it's been going on for like 20 something years now. As this reigning style of beer, and it's like you look back at the history of where it started from. So he does a lot of history on beer stuff. It's really cool. So Life is Brutiful, and it's Anthony is his name, Tony, Andrew, whatever. But great channel. He doesn't like upload like consistently, I would say, but he's got plenty of content if you guys have never checked out his channel.
Yeah.
So there we go. Somebody new to shout out. Well, he's not new, but yeah. But we don't normally shout out. So cheers.
Nice, dude. Cheers. Cheers, man.
Cheers, Bumpy. All right. Wednesday tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be doing a light beer comparison. Last week we did a light beer tier list. So I told the panel members, grab some light beers from that tier list. Maybe you didn't agree with what was on the tier list. There was a lot of people on the panel. There was a lot of people in chat. We pretty much are just going to take two beers that were next to each other on the list, or however you felt they should have been. We're going to put them head to head. If you see my thumbnail, I think it's going to be a bit of a controversy because I got PBR versus Miller High Life. So I think that is going to be a good comparison because those are two staples for like affordable, cheap adjunct lagers. So I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a fun show. We're going to kind of keep it like open bar kind of style where we're going to present and then go back full panel. That way we don't have one person up for 20 minutes and kind of force people to do 20 minutes of reviewing one beer, reviewing the other one, comparing them, blah, blah, blah. I think it'll be cooler if we're open panel. We can kind of discuss it, kind of throw in some, I'm sure a lot of these beers that we're bringing, everybody or mostly everybody on the panel has had. So you can always chime in and be like, oh, I think PBR has this about it, so I think it will be fun. So check out that. And two people, somebody that actually, their thumbnail popped up last night and after Beer and Cheese. I don't think they dropped a video in like a month. We'll go show him some love if you haven't subscribed to him. His name is Desert Drinkers. He's in Vegas, Nevada, right? Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah. Go check him out. He's a cool dude. He does a lot of light beers. He likes a lot of light beers. He does like a lot of German beers and stuff. Desert Drinkers. Go check him out. And also check out Just Brewing. JUS Brewing. Pretty much straight up brewing channel. Kid's very knowledgeable. He's a younger dude, but he's very knowledgeable, and his videos are very fun to watch. He puts a lot of his recipes out there for other people to brew, so there's that about him too. He has like some type of charity thing where most of the stuff he does goes to charity. I forgot exactly what it is, but he's pretty much like nonprofit, and whatever he makes, he kind of just throws back into the community. So he's an awesome dude. Go show both those guys some love. Thanks for having me, Beer Man. Cheers, guys.
And Legendary Tanner, did you say bring two beers tonight? Or are you saying
light beers?
Light beers. I don't have any light beers, but I'll just bring whatever, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any light beers, Chief. You know what I mean?
Gotta be light beers, bud. I don't have any. I'm not going to make it.
I'm Alex the Tanner Beer Man.
Alex the Tanner Beer Man.
You had a week to prepare, Alex.
Just frequent.
I've got one light beer in the fridge.
Yeah, I gotta have fun with you, Tanner. But no, I'll see if I can get some light beers next time, my brother. And I'll join. I want to join your shows. I'm trying to do that. Now you got new stuff, so I'm gonna have to. That'll be not hard to get because it's Budweiser and whatever beer I decide that's like. Appreciate you.
Cheers.
Shout outs starting tomorrow for the month of December on Thursdays, our Christmas beer. So got one starting out tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. The video releases, that's pretty much whenever I release my videos anymore anyways, is around 9 a.m. Eastern every day. But tomorrow, starting out Christmas month outright with a good Christmas beer. Other shout out, our buddy Thrash Life. He finally did it. He crossed over. He is now monetized as of Monday. He got all the numbers and everything. He's just waiting on, getting the AdSense set up and all the other stuff you have to do for it. So big congratulations and shout out to Thrash Life. Great dude, great friend, great neighbor, great channel.
And now we have to work on all my other people to be monetized. Me, Tanner, Beerman's good, Chadeo's good, and Bumpy, he has to work on his stuff. And then that's it. And all my other peeps, whoever's, I don't know, we'll see. Appreciate it and cheers.
This is Alex
Bad
Spearmaster
elf.
signing
No,
out.
I can actually no. Sorry, Shark. No bad elf.
No chat.
Damn, man, you bring a smile to my face, Alex.
Well, I am truly
You're one
this
funny
is what I
dude.
believe in. I'm still gonna be me even when we're all monetized. I'm still gonna keep all my peeps around. I'm just saying facts. That's what the best part about me is.
Hey, cheers, Jamie.
I want to bring
Jamie.
people's smile to their face. I don't want to bring misery. I want to bring awesomeness.
Of course. Well, it's all you. You're it. You're
All right.
the one.
I'm an idiot, but hey, that's,
No, yeah, I didn't call you an idiot.
no
I never
me.
call
I'm just
anyone that.
Keep
because
it
I'm
up,
not-
beer man.
God.
No, he didn't call me an idiot. I'm calling myself an idiot because I'm not thinking clearly. Because I'm so excited about a new thing on YouTube. I'm looking forward to trying that out. That's what it is. Food Friday. We're going to be doing the quarter pounder smoked BLT around 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Food Friday. And then obviously I'll announce for the next Friday, but the next Friday is going to be another fast food thing I want to try so bad. So we'll get into that come Friday. This week. So we're going to be doing that around 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. I'm looking forward to the BLT. Just a burger, but you know what? I get excited when I find new stuff. So what the hell? I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to try it. It's not going to be spicy. It'll be something I can enjoy and not be tortured. But hey, that's my fault because I want to try every burger anyway, regardless if it's spicy or not. So that's what we're doing around 8:00. Thursday, we're going to be doing Alex and Friends between 10:00, 10:30. We're going to be doing that. So stay tuned for that. And also around 7:30, you're going to catch me on the, my show, on my channel, and also on Eric's channel because I'm doing side by side, doing both channels. So take care of that. That's going to be around 7:30, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, 3 shows in a freaking row. Wow, and I love it.
Welcome to the gauntlet.
What'd I say, bud?
Yeah.
I said, welcome to the gauntlet. I don't
Yeah,
think I'll
welcome
make
to the
it.
craziness,
No,
awesomeness.
I'm definitely not going to make it unless I can make a beer trade with Franco next door for a Bud Light.
Nice.
No. For wild card, you can come on in anytime. You don't have to have a beer. You can just have whatever alcohol. You know that was I'm at Chadeo. Losing my mind. So that's what's going on here.
Me.
And that's what's that poke? Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about? I like those commercials when the person pokes them.
Oh my God, dude.
I love life. I like to make my friends laugh. You're right, Beerman. You gotta get me going there. It's laughter's the best medicine. Oh my God. For other shout outs, you got the legendary Rick Jopoulos. Check him out. His dad. Check out Rick Jopoulos, his dad.
David Hasselhoff.
Jim Carrey.
Wife. Check out Bear, which is Rick Jopoulos' friend. They just do random beer reviews and all that stuff. So check them out. And then the other shout out, check out Legendary FLX Beer Reviews, which is Dan and Mike. Check those 2 out, and you'll be golden. And any other YouTube channel that you're subscribed to, check them all out. Appreciate it.
Come on out.
Cheers.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks, man.
But towards the end of your show, Beer Man, I'm gonna pull out a beer here for tomorrow night for a Christmas thing I'm gonna do. Christmas live a beer review. I'll show it towards the end.
Okay.
Keep it a surprise until tomorrow, Alex.
Oh no, I had trouble. I have trouble doing the stuff. I want to make sure I.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I got you now. I got you, man.
This is scaring me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares now.
Yeah. All right. Well, Beer and Cheese Tuesday is the same as always, 8:00 Eastern. Just bring what you want. It's always fun though, bring something new if you can find it. And then to next Wednesday, I was gonna go panel, but I found something, so I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna do this, man. Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. I've heard of that movie. Okay.
So find something based on that and bring it next week at 6:00 Eastern, 3:00 mine. And that's really all I have. I don't have a whole lot going on right now. So just these shows, which I look forward to, and Bumpy's show as well on Monday. I like that show a lot. Of course, Friday, if I can get the food that you're asking, I would be there.
Just let you know, Beer Man, if you can't, just make it yourself. I try to say that to people now, because if you don't have the McDonald's or something like that, I always say now, if you have a way of making it yourself, if you don't have that restaurant, it'd be much easier too. If you're not close to that restaurant, that's what I'm saying.
That eases the pressure. So thank you.
Yeah, I gave that option to everybody. If you do not have a restaurant, just try to make it yourself. If you creative, I don't know. Cool.
All right. So two people I'm going to share out. I'm going to share out Shark Home Brewing. He's cool, man. We actually had we were talking the other night. It was a good conversation. So thanks for that. He just recently made some homemade cranberry sauce. It looks like. I was looking at that. I got to see that. And then he brewed a beer. He was brewing with his dad. That was pretty cool to see that. The Santa Shark Brew Day. I thought that was cool. So go check him out. And Maple Cook. He's not a beer community guy, but he's a very loyal subscriber. He will subscribe to you, and he makes some very creative. He's a cook. He cooks very good food, and he uses really premium ingredients. Everything he has is like really spendy when he makes it, and it's like always a challenge, or it's always this. Last thing he did was a crocodile gyoza. I don't know what that is. So yeah. That's those little stuffed things. Okay, yeah, I know it. But anyway, yeah, go check him out. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's from Canada. He's a Canadian. All right, so yeah, had a good show tonight. Thank you guys. I want to appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Bumpy Road Brews, East Coast LQ Reviews, Chadeo, and Alex the Beer Master. Thank you guys. Appreciate your support as always.
Anytime.
And thanks to the chatters as well. Thank you so much for everything, man. You guys are what make our community. So if you haven't subscribed to these guys already, please do it. You won't be disappointed. So, oh wait, that's me. Dang it! Yeah.
Before you sign out, Mr. Beerman, before I do the signing out, I'm going to pull out something real quick.
All right, just don't.
No, not like that. All right, let's see here.
Let's
Sorry about that, Beerman, but that's what I was trying to say. We got 2022 Advent calendar. So
nice.
Let's see here. Number one, I'm going to pull this out. All right. See, I've never done this before. This is brand new to me. And I figured, hey, why not?
Well, tomorrow's the first day.
Cold, too, because it doesn't taste good when it's warm. Okay. These are German lagers. I don't know how to do this, but we're going to find this out in a second.
Is that the first?
Well, you guys know it all. I think it was easy. I thought it wasn't going to be easy.
I feel like that's not the first one.
No?
No, the numbers are all over the place.
It says the first one right here.
Why is it in the middle of the box?
The numbers are scattered.
No, it says number one. It says number one.
Okay.
Right here, Chief. Let's put it.
Tomorrow's the first, Alex.
Yeah.
I know that, but I'm pulling it out now so I could know how to read it. And then I can put it in the refrigerator. It gives it hours to be cold. All right. Looks like it's all German beers.
It's a Helles.
Helles, yeah, buddy.
Nice, dude.
So, but what's this? What's the brewery called, though?
Schmackers?
Yeah.
Schnitzel Bomber.
Schnitzbomber.
Schnitzbomb. I can't. Schnitzbomber. Yeah.
Schnitzbomber.
Schnitzbomber.
You have to
Hellish
say-
Lager. All
You have
right.
to say it angry, Alex. You have to say Schnitzobama.
Sniffers bomber. Sniffers bomber. Sniffers bomber. So I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. And now we're gonna do the signing out now. I'm sorry. Just had to get that out of there. Snitcher bomb. All right.
It's your bum.
Okay.
All right. Wait. Okay. No more Alex.
All right.
Okay. So you do your thing, and then we're gonna
And then you do
sign
your
out.
last. You do your last. Drink, whatever you do. Yes, exactly. All right. This is Alex, the beer master. Oh, I love you, beer man. I love you. This is Alex, the beer master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex, beer master, signing out. Cheers, everybody.
And not after one more drink.
Not after one more sip.
Sip. Not after one more sip. Damn it. All right. Love you guys. Cheers. Right on.
Cheers.